Hello and welcome to Tonic Studios.
Subscribe to our mailing list to keep up to date with all the latest Tonic Studios news. Tag us in your mix. We'd love to see what you're making. Subscribe to the Tonic Craft Kit
For 10% off every order.
Never miss a video from us. Like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Got a question for our crafters? Let us know in the comments.
You can find us on Facebook,
Instagram and YouTube. Hello and welcome to Tonic Studios. I'm Leo. I'm here today with the very lovely Alison.
Hello, how are you?
And we have, of course, Mr. Alex behind the desk again today.
Hello everyone.
And it is Kit Craftalong time. Who is excited for this one? I know I am. We love kit time around here.
So pretty, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And we've been crafting up upstairs. It's been a kind of a crazy week for us, a bit really, hasn't
very
it?
mad.
It's been,
Why has it been mad for you though? Where are you off to?
I'm going on holiday tomorrow. And probably everyone is sick of hearing about me going on holiday. Like, would she
Doesn't
not just
matter.
go already?
Yeah,
But
some of us are,
So sorry.
but only out the jealousy.
That's what I was
Yeah.
going to say. You're well, Gel. That's why.
That's it. So this is my last thing before I go on holiday. I will be jetting off to Turkey tomorrow.
So excited.
Oh, I am. I can't
So
wait.
excited.
I can't wait. But who do we have joining us today? So I'm in charge of comments today, so bear with me. I'm going to see what I can see. So I know that Teresa is here with us. Hi, Teresa. And Aisha is looking forward to crafting along with us. So I hope you have everything ready to go. We've got Cindy joining us from Michigan. We've got Julie here. We've got Regina from South Carolina. Elizabeth from Connecticut. We've got Sapphire Mango. So that's Lords from Southern California. Papier Souffle, welcome on in.
Hello, everybody.
From Germany, wow, okay, all over today. Denise is here. Caroline is here from Derry. We've got Nikoni. Hello, welcome on in. Sharon has arrived with the cuppers of course.
Thank you, Sharon. Always well deserved.
Yes. We have Nicoline from Dubai. Wow. Yes.
I'm always impressed that we reach so many places.
I know. And Mary from Alberta in Canada saying we're a bit out of focus, or has Alex been Vaselining the lens again? Are we a bit soft focused today?
I don't think so.
Oh dear, did we shift? Let's have a look. And Connie's in New Jersey, so welcome everyone. Hope you are all ready to craft along with us. If you have your kits already, if you don't yet have your kits, you can obviously come back and watch us on replay later, but stick around because I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun over the next hour.
Absolutely. That's what it's here for. It's here to have fun with you. It's not just to make something. I like crafting with people. So I'm here to craft with you.
Absolutely.
You tell me what you're making and I'll show you what I'm making. And this is going to be our little make for the day.
You've moved it out.
Oh, dear me, how dare I? So I've changed the box a little bit. Let me get the flyer out to you and I can show you what the box was originally designed to do. So if I bring that in, right in the middle here is what the box was designed to do. There we are. Alex is directed. But I thought I would do a different catch on here so it opens in a different way.
Because you can't leave things as they are.
No,
absolutely
we
not.
like to change things.
Well, you like to have a different idea, don't you? Whatever you're making, you want to have a couple of ideas of how it goes together. You want more projects out of your die set, so that's what we try to give you.
It is, absolutely. So we do have, there's a question that is also tied to your little crafty confession. So what do you need to confess, Alison?
I have one confession. I don't know how it's happened. I don't know if they got lost along the way or whether I didn't cut them in the first place. It could be either. But see this little die here, this little die cut. Let me come in a bit. You're going to need another 3 of these.
Yes, so we do need 4 in total of these. And I can see here, where is it? So Cindy has just said that the teaser email showed a star trim and she doesn't recall that being in the kit.
Right.
So
let me show you where this trim is then.
So there's 2. We've got a long one and a little one. And they're actually not dies, they're little embossing strips. Hopefully you can see there's a little strip of stars just on the edge of there.
If you haven't cut them, they're very easy to add on at the end, so don't worry about it. It's not a problem.
So hopefully, Cindy, that will help you to locate them. So while Al is going to show you through all of the gorgeous things that you get in the kit, just in case you haven't seen this kit yet, I'm going to cut 3 more of these.
Thank you very much.
That's my role today. I am simply the glamorous assistant.
She is marvellous. So what have we got in the kit? Right, we have the die set, obviously. So let me put this die back. This is your die set. So it comes on 2 A5 sheets. Let me get rid of that one there and then you can see what we got. So we've 2 A5 sheets and I will show you the pieces as we're going along. So I'll tell you what shape they are and where they've come from. So you can just watch this one if you want to and then go through it again when you've cut everything. But what else comes in the kit? Let's have a little gander, shall we? So the papers. We know you love to see the papers. Excuse that big gap there.
That is what I've cut.
But that is what I've just chopped off for Leo to cut for me. So this is our gorgeous iridescent mirror card, which is why it's looking a bit multicoloured. We have our blossom pink. We have our raspberry card. They are both craft perfect. We have our ice rink, which is a speciality card. We've got grass green, which again is craft perfect. The classic, when I'm saying craft perfect, is classic. We have a pearlescent mirror card. Now the only thing that I've used extra to this kit, I used an extra sheet of the white pearlescent. If you've only got your kit and you don't have extra pearlescent card, I would say cut the bases in just a plain white card and save the pearlescent for the decoration. Then we've got, can't remember the colour, but this is our beautiful pink glitter card.
It is candy floss.
There we are, candy floss. And then we have, as we have in every kit, we have some pattern papers. Oh, I've missed telling you that there's also some white card in there. So you could use that for making your base box. Slightly thinner card, but you are layering it up, so that should be fine. So your pattern papers then are your tiny, tiny leaf design. You're spotted, and they are the same on both sides. There we are. So that's our papers. Let's move them out the way. You get a stamp set, and I have used the stamp set. So I've used this tag die, and I've just stamped it in our Metro Grey. I didn't want a black because it was such a soft, gentle pattern. I wanted to use something a little bit more gentle. So that's the reason I used the grey. Let's have a little look what else we've got in the bag. We have used bits out of this. And that's where they're all...
well-loved kit.
That doesn't come in there. So we've got 3 pens, which we're going to use today. So this is Peapod, Delicate Rose, and pink taffy. Do you know, I wasn't sure that was Tiffany. Do you know, I need my eyes tested, I tell you. I just need everything checking at the moment, I think. So then we have our glimmer paste, and the colour of this is, again, glasses needed. Where are we looking?
Nephrite Nebula.
Oh, there we are. Good job. I've got my
Leo.
my trusty assistant. You've got a free gift in this kit, which is your Green Parade. I don't know whether you realised it was an extra.
Yeah, Jennifer was just asking about that. So she said that she had this shimmer powder in the kit and it wasn't on the list. Well, there you go.
It's a freebie.
It's a freebie.
So there's going to be a video coming out.
It's already out.
Is it out?
It went out on Monday. Alex is going to pop a little link into the comments
There we
for
are.
you.
Leo is going to show you.
Oh, I was talking about your video.
Oh, there's a video that I've used the shimmer powder in with the project. But there's going to be another video coming where Leo shows you loads of things to do with shimmer powder.
That's going to be a week Monday.
There we are.
There we go.
So we have our glitter drops, and the colour is Enchanting Pink. So that is a beautiful colour. I like
Do you want to show
glitter
the
drops.
enchanting pink on the type camera?
Yeah.
I will.
Yes.
There.
I will. Glitter drops dry quicker than normal drops, I find. So if you're in a rush, use your glitter drops. So you've got a reel of ribbon, which I've used as well, and this is Sweet Pink. And this is a 9mm double-sided satin. Then you've got a Nuvo glue. And you've also got a stamp cleaning pad.
Very
So
handy.
that's everything you've got in your kit. So lots to play with.
It is.
I am going to use Deluxe Adhesive, and the only reason is it's got slightly quicker drying time. Because again, you don't want to watch me all the time gluing everything, even though I'm going to.
Exactly.
So this
Swatches, yes.
This
Love a
is
good
the
swatch.
little swatch. I'm going to pop it there that Leo made when she launched the kit.
Feels like forever ago, but
It does.
less than a month ago. Yeah.
So there's your colour palette. An absolute delight, I think. So shall we have a quick run through what we've got cut,
Yes.
so everybody knows what we've got? So, right, let's start. I've got 4 of the main panel. So that is this one. So we've got 4 of those cut in white. As I say, if you're short on the pearlescent card, cut these in plain white. Then we have, let me move them out the way. We've got 2 of those, and I've got one that's half cut off. But the only bit I need is the middle bit. So if you've got a scrapper card that fits the middle bit, then use that. And that die is this one. So that's that die. Then we have 5 pink panels. So that's that one. And 5 of them. Let me move them out the way. I've got 4 of the pink side panels. So that's this one. And then I have got 2 then of the white side panels with the pattern in. So that's those. I'm going to try and be tidy here. You know it's not going to happen.
No, it's all just going to go in the box as
You
soon as
know
we're
it's
done.
not going to happen. So we have, let me move these out the way. So we have 2 sets of,
The corner pieces.
these are your corners. So I've got, it's these 2 here. So I've got 2 facing each direction in the white, in the pink. And I've got 2 facing each direction in the white with the pattern cut into it. And I think I'm going to leave it at that for now, because I think that's enough to tell you for a minute. Because otherwise I think I'm going to get myself confused.
Yes,
Oh,
potentially.
and we said about these strips,
Yeah.
didn't we? Oh, the other one I didn't tell you about was the white panel with the pattern. So this is your pattern for that. So this is the white with the panel cut into it. There we are. And then we've got our strips. So we've got 4 long and we've got 4 short. And they are from these dies. So that's the one. What did I do with the other one?
Yeah.
There we are. So 4 from the long, and that's all I've done is emboss them into a piece of card. So just cut a thin strip, because we're going to trim these down. So just cut your strip, pop your die on and run it through. Don't put your whole sheet through, because it will mark, your cutting board will mark your sheet.
Yes.
So just cut a little strip of the card, and then you won't come into difficulties then.
Perfect.
Right. Whew.
So there's a couple of things I just wanted to reply to on here. So there was a comment regarding the shimmer powder. It wasn't just for kit subscribers. I know there was a bit of confusion on that. Everyone who buys this kit, whether you're a subscriber or you're buying this kit as a one-off, is getting the shimmer powder. That is
Brilliant.
for everybody.
Brilliant.
So if you've never tried shimmer powder and you've never tried one of our kits, you can buy that as a one-off, just that one box,
Excellent.
give it a go, and that is available for you as well. Lots of people saying they love the cards and all of the paper that comes in this kit.
Very pretty.
It is really pretty.
Very pretty.
Vicky is here, so say hi to Vicky.
Oh, hello.
And Jen is here, and Sue is here. It's a proper tonic party.
Hello, everybody.
Jean has joined us as well, and Beth. So loads and loads of people joining us to craft along today. I hope you either have your kit already or this is making you excited for when your kit arrives.
Fingers crossed.
Yay, won't be long, I'm sure. So,
Let's hope I don't make any mistakes.
Oh, I'm sure you won't. I'm sure you won't.
You never know, do you? Right then. So what I'm going to start with are my white panels. So fold them along your score lines. And these score lines will all be there in place.
Mm-hmm.
I did bring a bone folder down, or my PTFE folder.
Your precision gliding
That one too.
tool smoother, precision smoother.
And the reason I like to use that is when I'm gluing strips like this, I like to run it over the back of the die cut. Because sometimes you think you've pressed everything down, but until you run over it with something a little bit smooth.
That's it, especially when you're using a wet glue, it kind of ripples your paper ever so slightly,
does.
so you get parts of it that aren't actually touching the other piece of cardstock, don't you?
Well, even by nature, when you put in a wet glue on, you've got bigger bits in some places than others, haven't you? Some bits may not have any glue on at all, but just by running this over the back, it evens everything out. So I'm going to glue these together. So tiny little bit of glue. There we are, give it a shake down. There we are. So So just glue your tabs in place. Who's crafting along with me anyway?
Yes, I know Aisha was posting earlier on the Facebook group saying that she was joining in.
Thank you, Aisha.
Crafting along with us.
So pop the second one in place. Once I've got all these glued, I will flip it over then. Do you like doing craft alongs?
Yes. Do you enjoy us sitting down with the kit and making something with you? Aunt Beth is crafting along with us as well.
Oh, perfect. Or do you like to watch it first?
And then go back to it.
And then go back to it?
So they can decide whether or not they like what you've made.
Absolutely. If they think it's a load of pants, then you're not going to make it.
It's never going to be a load of pants, is it, Al?
Well, you never know, do you? You just never know. So just going to run that over a little bit, make sure they're all attached. Because sometimes I find they lift right on that corner.
Mhm.
Am I cutting my...
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I tend to craft, and I've nursed it all into me.
I think we all do it. Do you know what it is? It's because we don't have our proper glasses on, right? We need to see it nice and close.
They're very focused. I don't know what else to do.
Alison kind of swaddles her makeup
I do.
into existence.
I do. I think it's because my desk is so full upstairs.
This is very
That I'm
all of our desks
crafting
are
like
the same.
this.
So even though we've got our glass mats on our desk, there's probably only like what, maybe a 6-inch square of our glass mats actually free. We've just got stuff all around us, and I'm sure all crafters are exactly the same. Everything is then within reach.
I think
right?
so. I definitely think so. Right. So they are all in place. So now we're going to look at our long strips, because they are going to fit on that short little section there, the small section. You can do this with a guillotine, but I'm just going to do it with a
long scissors.
long scissors.
Nice.
I know.
So have we got, Sue is saying that she's not crafting, but she is planning the first gay wedding card that she's making while she watches.
Fabulous.
So
Sue.
I hope you've got some good inspiration
Sue,
for
share
that.
it in the group.
Yes, definitely. We'd love to see what you end up making. Jen is crafting, not kit, but all she's managed to make is a mess. So I think we can all.
I can relate to that,
we can all
Jen.
relate to that
Definitely.
Kim is not crafting. She's on the treadmill, putting us all to shame.
Oh my word! What's the matter with you, Kim?
I'd be off that treadmill into my craft room.
Absolutely.
Like a shot. Yes. And Jan is saying that they're not crafting, or they are crafting, sorry, not with a kit. They want to gather our pearls of wisdom before they dive in.
Happy to share. If I've got any, you can have them.
We may have 1 or 2 left.
Please return some. If found, please.
Out, please return.
I've had a coffee today, am I right?
Yes.
I found you out yesterday. I got home and I thought, do you know what? I haven't had a cup of coffee all day.
And then you punched Alan in the face.
Absolutely. Well,
Let's hope not.
I went to the dentist first thing. And normally, first thing in the office is put the kettle on. But I went to the dentist and I would have dribbled in everywhere. So I didn't have a cuppa. It's not to say that wouldn't happen on a normal day, but it was likely to happen more yesterday.
It's that room, isn't it?
It's so shady.
As long as you've got a nice shawl over your shoulders, you're fine.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Stories on the telly away.
Yeah. Well, we love a story, don't we?
No, we don't talk. We are obviously very busily crafting all day. There's never any chatter in our room.
And quiet,
yeah,
quiet little church mice we are.
And the rest. Vicky is saying that her desk is a tip and she could tell us what she's making, but then she'd have to kill us.
Vicky,
Secrets.
I think I might know.
Mm.
There we are. So as long as you take your time, but if you're not confident with the scissors, then just get a guillotine.
Yeah. I always like using the longer scissors for this because you're doing one
Absolutely.
straight cut then. It's not going to be a wavy. It might be at an angle, but at least it'll be straight.
Don't get your snips for this.
No.
If you're cutting along, because goodness knows what mess I would have made.
I've only got 3 of these. Have you shown one of these off?
I don't
Have
know.
you got, yes,
I got
there
the
you
other
go.
one.
I thought I'd
There
lost
we are.
one then.
So again, we'll do them all in one go now. Seeing as we're cutting, we'll cut
Well,
them
you've
all.
got the scissors out.
Exactly, because I might have lost it by later. Well, it could be under something, couldn't it? Hiding.
Could be.
I'm honest.
It's the dies with you, Al, isn't it?
Oh,
I've lost a die.
Don't make me laugh, I can't cut. That little sentence comes out, must be 20 times a day.
Yeah, absolutely.
6, you were being generous for
I
that.
was trying to be kind.
No, it's got to be 20 times a day. Trouble is, my desk is in such a mess, it's always underneath something. And I know I'm not the only one.
We should do a like top-down photos of all three of your desks
Oh,
to see if people can guess who's
Shame.
Who's
Uh,
who? Yeah. Maybe we should. Who desk who's who?
whose desk is this?
So a bit like through the keyhole.
Yes. Maybe in fact, yeah, we could just look at the desk in general.
Who crafts at a desk
Like
like
this.
this?
Oh, my word.
Cindy is saying all of these little scrap strips would be great for a background. So all the bits that you're cutting
Absolutely.
off. Yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
I do have a scraps box. I do. I have a little scraps bin
We
next
do.
to me that
We
I
do.
keep. And even on my desk at home, I've got one of our A4
Oh,
storage
have I gone on a
boxes.
wonk?
Oh dear. I've got one of our A4 storage boxes that any time I've cut anything into a sheet, that sheet will then go
You
in
do,
there, and that's
you
where I
do.
go first of all.
I tell you what else I saw as well was, you know, if you're die cutting and you've got butterflies or something,
Mm-hmm.
flowers, anything like that you've got a definite shape of, keep that shape as well, because that's perfect for stenciling.
Yep.
And then when you recut that butterfly flower, you've got a stenciled background, and then you can lay the die cut on top of it.
I quite often use them if I'm doing a stamp and die
You
cut
do?
combo. I'll actually do all of my die cutting first, because then you can get as many shapes as possible out of a sheet. And then I
think
use
it's
one of them
marvellous.
as a template in my stamp platform and just literally pop the die cut into the template and stamp onto it.
I had never seen that before. Do you know, I'm checking that I haven't got any of these, but there now.
How many have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4?
I got
All
4.
Good?
I
All
got
present
4.
and correct?
How are we doing? Are we all okay? Have we all trimmed?
It's called the ever shrinking craft space. That is so true. So
It
true.
is. It
I
is.
always used to, like, I would do a project, I'd finish that, and I'd move all of the stuff from that project and just slide it slightly further forwards, do the next one, and slide that. And when they started falling off the other end of the table, that's when it's time to stop and clean up.
That's exactly what I used to be like
Yeah.
when I crafted from home.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm glad I'm not alone in that.
I had one of those tables that had the leaves that dropped down. The leaves were open.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So it was a fairly long table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they
same.
fell off the end.
Yeah, that's it.
Shameful, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to glue these in place now. A little bit of glue on there. If you want to tape these, feel free to tape. I know I don't often say tape them. But
No tape.
no tape. But you're crafting at home and yours are different.
That's it. It depends. We always say it's about longevity with tape as well.
Absolutely.
Or, you know, it's if you need to use this box for gifting and it's going to be used.
Is it
For a
going to
long
be
time,
re-gifted
yes.
and re-gifted again? If you were doing that, I'd say definitely use glue.
Mm-hmm. I would hope that if you have gone to all the effort to make a box as beautiful as this, that someone would keep it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So there we go. There's my little strips in, or my long strips rather, in place. Everything's little in Wales.
Sue says that she's been making teeny notebooks out of scraps. And she's slightly addicted to them now, and vellum makes beautiful books.
Oh, nice. So, photo in the group.
Yeah,
Man,
pop it in there.
Show us. Show us. Okie dokie. My next bit now, I am going to cut the top.
There we go. If we just
This-
pop this here. So for those of you just joining us, if you have missed the start, this is what we're making today.
So if I
It is an adapted version of the Bureau Bloom
Bureau
box.
Bloom block. I knew I was going to say that. I'm so confident
Yeah.
then, wasn't I?
You barreled it
I
like you were
did.
just gonna nail it.
And then
It's a difficult one though. They
Bureau,
don't think.
bloom,
They
cloth.
have
don't
to do
think
this.
about us.
No, they don't.
Correct.
Absolutely
Upstairs,
not.
they will put together as many words as they possibly can to make us fall over down here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right, so I'm going to construct my box now before I'm going to put the other panels in place.
Okay.
So I'm going to take my two sides. So again, fold all your crease lines first because they're all there. Everything is in place. And I am just going to attach it to the box first. Do your little folds in the middle.
I really like the shape of this with that sort of extra little piece.
It's
angled
pretty,
down the
isn't it?
side. Just
It
gives
makes
a
it
slightly
different.
look. Yeah.
Makes it different from a square box. Okay, so this is my top bit. I have to put this together now to think when I'm gluing. So my front panel is the bit with the tab on. So if you look at that, that's going to be my front. So I need to glue the base to the second one in that hasn't got a tab. And I'm just going to pop that on the end.
So Cindy has set us a tongue twister challenge.
Absolutely.
I'm not even going to attempt that. I
was
dread to think what would come out if I tried to say that. But
I was
if you
never
would like
any
to have a
good
go
at
at
them.
home, then please do.
Can't even do that in my head. Which I was checking to
What
make
is
sure there
it?
was nothing.
I'm sure that's not going to come out like that if
No,
I
exactly.
say it.
Exactly, I'm not going to try that.
I wasn't very good as she
Put it up
says
on
seashells either.
There we go. If you can do that, then you've got more teeth than me, or maybe less teeth. I don't know which way around it would
I
be.
don't know either. I don't know either. So again, this is going to go into place. There we go. So how are you getting along? Are you all right? Are you keeping up? Am I going too slow, too fast, too anything?
And no one's complaining at the moment, do they?
No,
That's okay
no one
then.
said stop, so I think we're all good.
We'll carry on then. We'll carry on. Okay. So I'm going to bring the sides up. I got to think now, how did I do this? You know when you've made it for a while and you've got to think, open it up for me. I think I did, yeah. No, I've got these the wrong way,
I think
haven't
you've
I?
done that backwards.
I've done it backwards, I have. I needed that side, didn't I?
You need it so that the corner edges are the decoration on the front and the sides of the box. So I think you need
Do you
to
know
glue
what?
it
I'm
like
going to do
that.
this again. Take that one off. Ignore what I've just done, right?
So if you were behind, this is fine.
Yeah,
You're
you
fine.
can
This is
catch
for
up
you.
now.
I've taken it back. Right. Glue my box first. Because that might be easier.
I'm actually trying to see how you've done this, and you've done it such a masterful job of hiding your workings that I can't actually see.
We'll do it this way. Don't worry about it.
We'll figure it out.
Right. Al, I'm going to ask you to push it forward. a
Oh,
little so
sorry. I'm
We
cutting
can
it
see.
on my lap again. Right.
that-
So, glue your side bits together, your side panels. Hold it for a second. How many of you have ever made a mistake when you crafted?
Oh, I think we can all put our hands
Oh.
up on that one.
But this is why glue is important, isn't it, Al?
Absolutely.
Because you would never have got those off cleanly if you'd used tape.
No, not at
No,
all.
absolutely.
Not at all. Right, I'm going to hold them for a second.
Glad the deluxe glue has got a bit of wiggle room. Exactly, Jennifer, exactly. This is why we always say when you're making things like this, wet glue is an absolute saviour, because if you do put something in the wrong place, you've still got that time to move it or completely take it off and move it somewhere else entirely.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right, so I'm going to glue these and I'm going to give them a couple of seconds to cure.
Just because it's pearl card, it's that little bit.
It is.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of a coating. And we'll glue some of our layers together. There we are. So if you're wondering why we've got so many pink layers and not that many sides, it's because I've lined the inside of the box.
So yeah, if I just pop this open, let me see which camera we're going to do. That one, that one,
There we
that
go,
one.
there
we
we are.
So yeah, we've got it all nicely lined in here. All the way around. So this is why I can't see how she's glued it together, because she's covered absolutely all of her glue tabs.
So you
You know me, I love to cover everything. I don't like people to know how I've made things. I like to keep it all secret. Have you all bought your kit?
Yeah, if you
Is there anybody kind of teetering on the edge and thinking I'd like to make this project? Jump along to the website. It's all there available.
And this kit is available until the...
When's the last day for this kit, Al? Do
What's
we
the
know?
date today? I think
Today's
it's
the 11th.
I think it's the 15th.
15th? Yeah. So this
I
kit,
think.
we launched it on the 20th of last month, so it's available until the 15th of this month.
Simon's watching, so I'm
Perfect.
sure he'll correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's somewhere around there. So yeah, this is sort of your last chance. If you are thinking about grabbing this, get on it. You get that free shimmer powder for a start, and who wouldn't want to have a play with shimmer powder?
Oh, if you've never had a play, just buy it for that. I know you're not going to buy it just for that, but
You get a
You
die
get
set
so
as well.
much more.
You do get a die
set
set.
and a stamp set.
yeah,
all
you
of
get
this
Nuvo,
lovely
you get everything.
cardstock.
So I'm just gluing my panels together now while I'm leaving this to dry. And I do know how I glued it now.
I'm glad you do, because I'm still... Oh no, I think I get it now. So the
I-
glue tabs are actually
it's
the
on the
bits that
top.
rest. Yes, I
It's on the
see.
top. It's not the
gotcha.
bottom as I was thinking. Right.
So hopefully anyone who is gluing along with us, you're able to also rip the panels back off cleanly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hopefully you're just a little step behind. So there's those panels ready. If you wanted to, you could do all your drops before you stick these panels onto your box. I'm not going to do it because
We don't have time
Time.
to sit here for...
but I wanted you to see everything kind of naked. Right, so we'll have one of these panels. We've got the top one as well. And then I didn't put the drops on this one until the very end. And all I did was turn the box. So if you've glued it all and thought, oh, do you know what? I think I will have glue drops, glitter drops. Then it's not that hard. You can correct it. So pop these two together. Give them a little slide.
Do you want me to hold that one for you while you...
That's alright. Be fine. There we are. Give it a press. There we go. And we'll do these at the same time. So there's all our...
So Cindy said that
pieces.
she really likes your take on this box, and she's going to have a go soon as well.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, you've been given the rule book by her, Al, and just thrown it out the window now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, that's what we do.
I think any crafter likes to do that. You know, if you like, obviously you're going to make it as it is shown for the first make. And then you're going to look at it and think, well, what else can I get out of this?
And we tend to look at either making it taller or wider
Shorter.
or shorter, or putting more of them together.
We did try that with this. We did come up with a nice little pencil pot.
Yes, so the ends normally would open this way. So what we ended up doing is we tried sticking one down and having it so it was stood up this way to open up for you as like a pencil pot or a pencil holder. So that is another way that you could use this box. There are lots of different...
by the time we'd made the four together, wasn't it? That was a nice big pencil pot, that was.
Yes,
We
it was
would have
only
been here all night and into tomorrow morning.
We absolutely would have been, but it would be a perfect like desk caddy
Absolutely.
for all of your tools.
Absolutely. It's one that you could try at home. And don't forget, you know how nosy I am. Put it in the group.
Yes, absolutely. Make sure you do pop it in there. So Beth is asking where we put the drops.
Excuse
So
me,
if I
sorry.
just pop this here, if Mr. Al will switch for me. So we've got some drops on the top here. There we go. In the pattern, so just picking up the patterns in here, and there's one on the coloured panel here. I think we've got a couple in the centre of these flowers. Wow, my voice is really going today. We've got a couple around here as well. So anywhere that you've got sort of the centre of a flower and things like that, you can kind of pick that up with your drops, just as a little accent. And if you want to, you can leave all of your panels to one side to dry, and then you can assemble the finished piece, or you could make the box and have your panels drying to one side and then stick the panels on afterwards, whichever is easiest for you, however you would like to craft it.
There's not going to be a problem. If you wanted to stick them all on at the end, it's not going to be a problem. There we go. So they are all done.
So Kim has said this looks like a mini blanket box.
It does. It does. Right, so that is how my box is made. So let me open this and see if I can show you. My tab I haven't used. That is where I got confused.
That's it, so it's the rest, isn't it, for the lid?
It is the rest. So your tab here is not used at all. So that goes in there. That is what confused me earlier. Totally. So the way we're gluing it on is that way.
There we go.
I knew it would come to me at some point. So, the other thing we can do, I'm just looking where I need to pop tabs. We can line all the insides here. I think I glued one afterwards, and I can't think why I glued it afterwards. Why did I do that? But I think we can glue all these on first.
Yeah, because you've not got any more glue tabs to go in there, have you? No, indeed.
So we can do these first.
So what else have we got here? So Teresa was saying that compared to others, the box in this kit can be made in various ways, and it is very pretty. You're absolutely right, Teresa. This is a lovely kit. We really enjoyed playing with this.
This would be nice. 4 of these little panels on a card as well would be really pretty.
It would, yeah.
Because this pattern will cut into your card.
I think, in fact, when we did the reveal video, we did actually have a sample card that was made with the decorative panels. So they'd use the corner panels, so these ones on the front here, they'd use 4 of those in the 4 corners in the back, and then one of the sort of more rectangular ones over the top in the middle. That was a really nice way of using those. Let's have a look. What else do we have? So Regina has a question.
Ask away.
Yeah, absolutely. Ask away. Oh, do you have a 2022 catalogue with all of the updated items? So we don't actually have catalogues, Regina. Everything that we have available is available on our website. And I'm sure Alex will give you a link in the comments now for you. So whether you're shopping from the UK or the US or anywhere else, I know we do ship pretty much worldwide, if not worldwide. So if you want to have a look at shipping, I know Simon said the other day there is an option somewhere in one of the top menus on the website. You've got shipping options on there, but everything that we have available is on there for you.
And if you live somewhere that's not coming up on that page, send us a message.
Yeah, we'll have a look and get you a quote.
There we go. So there are all my inside bits all stuck. So I'm going to put my panels on these as we're going along as well.
So Jennifer's asking, is the pink going on the inside? So yes, it is.
The pink is on the inside. Sorry, Jennifer. We've got the green strips on the outside and your pink is inside. I didn't make that very clear, did I?
So Regina has also said that she's trying to swatch all of her Nouveau supplies, and the swatch charts on the site are not updated. It's something we are aware of, Regina, and the team are looking into that at the moment to see if there is a way that we can update that for you.
It's nice to know everything you've got in your collection, because
love
it's so easy to forget, isn't it?
And I think sometimes when you see something in a bottle, you can't always tell what it actually looks like when it's used.
Not
so
at
having
all.
that swatch you can then go back to and see how the finished product comes out.
Because I think that glitter drop looks very different to the side panel there. It looks brighter than it does in the bottle.
Yeah, it really does.
Okay, so I've stuck the side, where am I going? So I've stuck the 2 side panels on. Now I'm going to do the end panel.
So Elizabeth is asking, will we be showing how to put the magnets in? Is that why you didn't put one of the panels
Ah, that was the reason.
on? Should I cut
Yes.
you a pink one?
Yeah, go on then.
Thank you very much for reminding us about that, Elizabeth. Let me just go and grab
Oh,
the
do you know
tangerine
what? It's the end of the day, isn't it?
again. It is, it is.
I tell you what I'll do then. Yes, leave this panel off. The one where your tab is.
No.
Is it? It's that one.
That
It's the
one.
one without your
That
tab.
one. There we go. I'll go
The one
grab
without
the
your tab.
tangerine.
Leave that one off. I knew there was one I stuck in later and I couldn't remember why I'd done it.
That would be why.
I made this box a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we've all
And-
slept since then, I'm afraid.
You probably made about 100 other things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you want to just chuck me some cardstock?
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. That's why I'm here. I'm your glamorous
Do you know,
assistant.
she's wonderful. So if you've done the same as me, don't panic.
No, I'll just cut another piece.
It's a piece of card. There we go. So end panel on. And then that one goes there. That's what I liked about this. If you don't have magnets, the other thing you could do is pop a ribbon around the whole box and it would still be really pretty because you could tuck it underneath this wrap round the bottom and it would tie then at the front here. So it'll tie there. So if you don't have magnets, it's not a problem. You can still make this box.
You love a magnet though, Al, don't you?
I do love a magnet.
Anywhere we can add in a magnet to hide
just think-
exposure.
They're magical. They really are magical because you can hide things without telling people they're there. Okay,
So Kim is saying that it's not waste, it's going to add extra strength to the box. It
Absolutely.
wasn't a mistake. It was,
It was.
perfectly intentional.
I'll be honest with you, I forgot. But we do forget.
Done such a good job hiding your workings.
Yeah,
I know.
hidden all
You've
of
hidden
them.
them from yourself.
Exactly. So these two then just glue onto the ends. So a little bit of glue all the way around. So that's all I'm doing. Oh, can you see there?
Top Al.
There we are. So I am just going, not terribly tidy about any of it. So I've just put a smidge of glue on all the panels and then it will just slide into place.
You missed the panel from the front there, Al. Is that on purpose?
On purpose. Don't put anything onto the side because you're not going to need it. There we are. There we
Back
are.
in the room.
Absolutely. So again, nothing on this piece here. Just the cut bit. There we are. And around the other side. So again, right around the U shape, nothing on the back panel. There we are. And then just give them a bit of a press and a squeeze. So that basically, that's your shape of your box. So what you do from here is entirely up to you. But I'll show you what I've done. So I'm going to stick the panels on here because I wanted them to mirror the underneath. Oh, I've moved that now. Oh, I've missed one.
That's the one I was talking about.
Oh, sorry, Lily. I thought you meant the glue
The glue,
inside.
yeah.
Sorry. I got ahead of myself then, didn't I? There we are. We'll put this one on now then.
Aisha is confused. Okay, so we'll do a quick recap.
Sorry, Aisha. Have I gone too quickly for you?
You've gone too quickly for you.
I have gone too quickly for you. Right. Where are you, Aisha? So, we stuck the 4 rectangles together to make the inside of the box. Then we glued the end panels together. So we just curled them all up, glued the tabs together. We popped the panels onto the side and the end. Then we've just started now putting these little iridescent mirror card panels on.
And to glue these end panels on, we've just put glue on the back of this piece, the bottom,
And the
this
back.
side, and it kind of goes over the ends, doesn't it?
Yes. It's almost like a pair of earphones, isn't it?
It is a bit, yeah.
You know, your cans are in place. It's just the ends. They're holding everything together.
Mhm.
Is that okay, Aisha?
Yeah, hopefully that's helped you to catch up.
What bit have I lost you on?
We'll have a look now. So a couple of people have said as well that you could use Velcro.
You
Velcro
could.
dots for
You
closure.
could. Absolutely. The other thing you could do, because I'm using that shape with the little hole in the base, you could cut two. One goes that way and the other comes up from the base.
And you just ribbon
And then you ribbon tie them together.
That'd be nice
So
too.
that's another option. How are we doing?
There we go. Aisha said she's worked it out. So
Oh, sorry, Aisha. Do you know, we do it at such a speed normally that I do forget to slow down on occasions. So
me
again,
too, me too.
popping these little panels on the sides.
Rosemary Paul said she needs subtitles.
Oh, Rosemary, I am so sorry.
If you have any questions as we're going along, just pop them in chat. We're more than happy to stop and re-explain if you need us to. Or
We tend to talk very fast in Wales.
I've just about got used to listening to Welsh accents. I've been here 10 years now, so
But I
I've got
will.
there.
I'm happy to repeat anything.
When my wife and I were students, she went to Portsmouth and lived with a load of Cockneys. So when we'd be arguing, we'd be speaking very quickly, and everyone would just think we were speaking Welsh. They couldn't understand a word we were saying, so thought that we were speaking Welsh to each other.
Not much difference though, is there?
No.
So that's all my little side panels in place.
And Teresa is asking, are the smaller strips also embossed? Yes, Teresa,
Yes,
they are.
they are. Yes.
So we did have a little bit of a crafty confession at the beginning that we had forgotten to put those onto the image for the cut list. Very
We
sorry
had.
about that.
Apologies.
So yeah, you do need the four of the embossed strips. And TV's Jodie Johnson has joined us.
Hello,
We
Jodie.
have both pink and green for you today, Jodie.
You know you love pink and green, Jode.
This is absolutely a Jodie kit, isn't it?
Perfect for Jode.
Mhm.
So we've got the two spare pink panels. They are going to go on the inside. And then we've definitely hidden all our workings then. So I don't know how I can show you. I'm going to glue it in place and then I'll tip it around to show you. So give it a little bit of a wiggle as you go in, and then you've done your panel inside. So I'm going to flip this around again. Make sure my die cut is the right way up. Do you know how to tell the right side of a die cut? That's another question.
Well, for us it's very easy because obviously we use classic card, which has a weave texture on one side and is smooth on the other.
Right, let me just show you this. So if we look at a die cut, the right side has got lovely smooth edges, almost a chamfered effect. It almost bends over. Well, let me go over here.
To me, to you.
To you. So it's almost got like a bent over effect on the edge, and it's very smooth. If you turn it over to the back, it's a little bit of a rougher edge, and sometimes you get a little crease. So that's your wrong edge, because that's the side you want to stick down. It's your nice smooth edge you want on the top.
There we go.
Right, so
Apparently it's a Jodie lover is on holiday as well. For those of you that don't know, she said it's hot. And I need to pack some high fact. Don't worry, Jode, I've got the factor 50. I don't go anywhere without it. I will be exactly the same colour when I come home as when I leave.
So this is the last panel now to go on the top. And I haven't put any detail into these. I've literally just cut them in the pink and white.
It's very unlikely. There's no paper piecing or anything.
There's not. There's no paper piecing. I know not everybody wants to sit for hours and paper piece. Can't think why myself. But
Love it. Love a bit of paper piecing.
We could give people the option though in future. If
You
you did
can.
want to paper piece something, we could say to cut this and paper piece this in advance.
we could.
Yeah.
So that
I
we're
mean, this
just
pattern is
sticking it on.
perfect
But-
for paper piecing.
You could still paper piece this even now. Even at this point, you just turn it around.
Get various shades of pink and green in there. couldn't
Absolutely. So your bottom is still plain. I haven't done anything with the bottom. I tell you what you could put in here is the raspberry. That's what I would probably bring in. Either the raspberry or the candy pink.
Oh yes, you could definitely get some of that in.
So either those two I would cut out and pop in for the flowers. So that would be my favourite. But I thought I would show you something else tonight. If I can find them.
So Beth is saying that she would love for you to do a tutorial on paper piecing, and I don't think you're the first person to ask that, actually, Beth. I think we've had quite a few comments asking for Alison's masterclass on paper piecing, so
I
look
don't
out
mind.
for that.
I'm sure that'll be one of those mindfulness videos, that will. Not much talking, a lot of tongue hanging out. And I've lost a bit.
I've lost a bit, yeah.
Okay,
Where have I put this one now?
what have I done with it? I do not know. Right then. What I'm going to do now is, as I said, this is the last piece. And if you only had a little scrap of card, it's just that middle bit you want. So I'm cutting along the first line. But what I could do, if I was going to make another box, these pieces would come to cut the side panels again.
There you go, no waste.
So they wouldn't be wasted. And then I'm going to cut to the fold line. So it's all the fold lines I've cut off, and that is the only bit I want. Right, so I'm going to move those out of the way, and I'm going to get some pens out.
Ooh.
So the only two I use, I'm going to do exactly the same as I did mine. I only used the darker pink and the green, but I have got, if we bring this in a little bit, let's go over there, I have got a little bit of contrast in the colours. So by layering up these pens, you can bring in a darker shade. So
So it's like when you do a second chord and third chord and pink.
absolutely, absolutely. So we'll start with the flowers. So just do your lightest coat. The reason I only used two colours was because obviously I'd lost the other colour.
Did anyone see that coming? I would like to know.
I found it afterwards. I said, oh, were there three colours in this kit?
Yes, well, yes, there were.
So that was the reason the other one didn't come into effect. Well, if you've only got two colours of pens, you can still do this.
Absolutely. So Sapphire Mango is saying, thank you for posting all the pre-cut parts of this project, and she loves this version of the kit.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
And hopefully people enjoy these craft alongs and kind of having that cut list of pieces, so that if you have the kit, you can literally craft along with us while we are sat here.
That same list of pieces would make the original box
Yes,
as well.
it would.
So, you know, if you're wondering for the original, well, how do I make this? It's exactly the same.
But you glue the full middle bit together
Yes,
as a
you
two,
do.
don't you?
Yes,
You
you would
do.
glue this glue
We
tab
haven't got
on
one down
here.
here if we...
We don't.
Should have brought an original, shouldn't I?
Yeah, we need to keep all the prep down here for when we do this craft.
We do,
We do.
we do.
Because we've referenced a few.
I know,
today.
and I don't know if you can drop them in. I don't even think we've got images of them.
I
have
haven't
we?
got any available to me. They're all on the website.
They are, yes.
So if you go and check out the kit, I'll share another link. I've already shared one. But I'll share another and you'll see what we're talking about now.
There we are. So I'm a bit like Bob Ross here.
You're doing your Bob Ross
I'm
moment,
doing
are
my
you?
Bob Ross. Oh, look, they're being shared. Are they being shared
No,
on the
no,
page?
that's the website.
Yeah.
Just pat.
You said this last week. You say how you see
You
it.
Ron Burgundy did again, didn't you?
I know. Well, I can see it, so I think you can as well see it. Right, so I coloured.
Sorry, you said that as if I as if I wouldn't be aware if they were being shared. Oh, well done, man. You've done that. No, Alison.
Oh dear. Do you know, they don't have to take the mickey out of me here. So,
everybody
Said
does
with
it,
love. Always with love.
Karen
I
was
don't
happy
mind.
yesterday with a photo that I'd used as a taking an unflattering.
So yeah, obviously, because the amount of filming we do down here,
we have many
Mr. Alex
unflattering,
has
don't we?
many hours of footage of us putting all kinds of amazing expressions. Like, I'm one of those people that if my mouth doesn't say it, my face will. And there are, yes, I'm sure he has a whole, like for blackmailing us, he probably has a whole folder.
Oh, I'm sure.
If you don't want
I
us to
am
go
sure.
out, then you'll do this for me. Yeah.
Oh dear me. Right, so I'm using the same pen. There. Oh look, I'm seeing it, but it's flashing over the. We've got a monitor in front here.
Yeah.
And I'm
You
seeing
keep
it.
colouring out, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
know. Just don't worry about me.
Put the shawl over her.
I know. So what I'm doing now, I'm doing a few strokes. Stop making me laugh. Just over the lines in the flowers. I didn't tell you how I stamped it, did I? I used the stamp platform, stamped the image, and then cut it out afterwards. I find it easier that way. But if you wanted to cut the die out first and then stamp, I would say you need your mat in your stamp platform.
Your media grip, yes.
Your media grip.
I mean, I have mine in my stamp platform all the time now anyway. I find it really helps to stop the paper moving.
I think they're wonderful.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
There we are. So do a couple of strokes just over the lines, because they are telling you that needs a little bit extra colour to me. Is he making faces there?
No, it's Jodie. So Jodie said that she loves your dress. She loves the daisies.
Well, thank you very much, Jode.
It's one of our lovely popsies, obviously. And someone asked Jodie what she's making, and she's making a gin and tonic before she heads to the restaurant.
Well, Jode, I think you need to share with us.
Yeah, where's mine, Jode?
I think we could all do with a
We
little
could
G&T.
all use the G&T. Absolutely.
So a couple of little strokes. And what you may find is when all this dries, you may think, oh, well, I want a little bit more colour. Then go over it again. There is no limit as to the amount of times you can go over these. I think I probably went over again because I've got quite a dark spot there.
That's it. Because it's an alcohol pen, you're not wetting the paper too
No.
much, so you can go back over it. I would say allow it to dry a little bit in between applications.
Absolutely.
But you can go over it a couple of times to really deepen the colour.
But I would probably go over these again, maybe 2 or 3 times.
So Rosemary is saying that she's looking forward to making this box. It looks long enough to gift a fountain pen. I'm pretty sure it would be.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
And the
Do
original
you know what
box.
would be nice? In a little scroll.
Yes. It's
A
nice
scroll
paper.
would fit in there.
It would. So the original box, the way that it opens, the two ends, if you imagine it this way up, if I do this, these actually lift up, and then you will access the gift from one end or the other. So I like the fact that the gift isn't immediately revealed once you first open it. There's sort of like that extra bit of suspense going on there. But yes, I'm definitely sure you could get a fountain
I
pen
think
in
so.
there.
I think so. I mean, this pen, this is slightly too long, but this pen is 6 inches.
And
I think, yeah, let's give it the length of the box.
There we go, just under 6.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. You do it from your side.
There we are, 5.5 inches.
There we go.
The Tonic Studios pen is in the thing over there, I think.
It is.
Oh,
If you want to try
It
that.
is. There we are. So this is about normal length, I would say, for a pen. And that.
Absolutely.
Ah,
There we
fits.
go.
Blooming
Oh,
lovely.
there we are. It goes corner to corner. But I think that with a little scroll around it would be perfect.
Aisha's saying you could put a tooth fairy letter in there, so you could use it as your tooth fairy box. Wouldn't that be nice?
That is gorgeous.
That'd be a lovely idea.
Yeah, this is 5.5.
Those guys are so creative, aren't
Just
they?
over.
I know. This is why we always ask people to tag us in what they're making, because then we get inspired by what people are making outside as well.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. Right. Oh, more colouring.
More
colouring. No capes.
You got distracted a little
I
bit.
did.
There, didn't
I did. Oh, bless me, innit?
So Jennifer is saying that she needs to try the box again as hers has gone a bit wonky. That's fine, Jennifer. That's absolutely fine. While we're colouring away, I'm sure you've got time to cut a couple more pieces if you need to.
When I'm not here going at a speed, you can do it at your own pace then. So that's all I'm doing is filling all the green first, just with one layer. Oh, I just remembered what I did, I think. Did I do that with that? Should I forget what I've done? That's my problem. So I'm just colouring every single leaf with the same colour.
Very nice. So Cindy says that she has to go and she will watch later. So if anyone isn't live or can't stay for the whole thing, then you can catch up with us later. This will be available both on YouTube and on Facebook. So even if you don't have your kit yet, if you were just watching for the fun of watching us make a mess, then come back once you've got your kit and you can come and craft along with Alan as well.
There we go. So what I'm going to do now, I want the bigger leaves to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to go over these again.
These happy little leaves.
Happy little leaves.
Yes. Absolutely. I'll give them another coat. But this is what you're going to do at home, you know, if maybe you haven't got a set of alcohol markers.
You could use pencils, if you've got watercolour pencils.
Other than what you've got in the kit, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I haven't used anything that is not in your kit.
There we go. So Sapphire Mango is saying the Waterman fountain pen is slightly less than 5.5 inches, so we're definitely fitting in.
Perfect. Oh, what a lovely prezi.
And Rosemary says a parchment paper scroll is a brilliant idea. We're going to be doing that. There we go.
Right.
Happy to help with your gifting.
Absolutely. So what I want to do now, I'm going to bring in a little bit of pink on the vein then. And then I'm going to go over it again.
So is this the pink that you didn't use the first time?
No, this is still the two colours.
Yeah.
Still the two colours.
And Elizabeth is saying that she's fixated on the magnets. What type do we use? So we're actually using tonic magnets.
There we are.
Yeah, I'll grab them in. So these are the ones we are using. Wow, look at the mess we've made up here. These are the ones that we're using. So these are available through Tonic. So we're using today the little ones. These are they are 10mm by 0.8mm, so they are really, really fine. So they are perfect for putting into closures and things like this, because you can hide them under a mat or a layer. Let me see if I can actually just pull one of these off, because these are quite strong, so this might not work. Bear with me.
They're easier to slide,
Yeah,
but they're so
tiny.
tiny.
There's so many of them in a stack.
Oh, they were the ones we brought down for filming the other day.
I don't know if one of them's got sticky on the back. Okay.
It may well have. It may well have. Take one up to
there we go. I got it. So if I can hold this up
there we are.
between my nails, you can maybe just see just how thin that is.
And that is very thin.
So 0.8mm apparently, according to the packet. So they're very good for hiding under a layer of cardstock or paper, so you really can't see them in the finished project.
So I'm gonna, there's my colouring.
Sorry.
That's all right. So there's my colouring finished. And it doesn't look pink. Once you go over it again with green, if I tilt it that way, then it just brings a darkened colour into it. It doesn't look like I've got pink vein then. So I am going to glue these together.
Oh, sorry, yes, I nicked your glue.
Fine.
It was
That's all right.
in the way of our tight shot, I'm afraid.
Not a problem. I probably should have brought a scoreboard with me.
I think there's one on the shelf behind Leo.
Is there really? Well, I may borrow
I shall
it.
get up and get that then.
It's either on the shelf or on the floor, dotted around somewhere. There's definitely one down here.
I have seen one actually.
Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to rifle through the shelves and see what I can find.
If we haven't got a scoreboard,
I've got a trimmer with a scoring blade.
that'll do nicely. So I want to make a little mark. And I normally would do it with a pencil,
We didn't bring our
but I
pencil
didn't
case.
bring one.
No.
So,
Do you want a pencil?
have you got one? If you got one, I'll use one. Did we not leave one in here? We usually put
We
pencils.
should have one in here, shouldn't we?
We
I'll have
usually
to go
put...
into my pencil case.
Oh.
It doesn't matter.
It's such a mess, Al.
I know.
Chaos, the whole thing.
Right, it is a very grown-up pencil.
Oh, is it your Marvel one again?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Love it.
There you go.
thank you very much. Look at Alex's pencil. Got to show you pencil now, Alex. Look at this. We've got Marvel all over it. I know nothing about Marvel. I think that's Captain America. And that's Spider-Man.
Well done.
Have I passed?
Hold on, who are you pointing at as Captain America?
That one?
Ooh, I'm not sure that is.
Maybe not.
It's fine.
Right, come on.
Yeah.
That's about my limit. Right, what we're
Marvel
doing
test.
now. So I'm looking at the front and I want to line this up evenly. So I'm making sure that that is even, and then I'm going to push it back to the edge of the die cut, and then I want a fold line here. So I'm marking just where I want my fold line. So I've got two little pencil lines just there. I can't give you an actual measurement because where you've stuck your die cut may be different to mine. So let me just bring this over and make sure I've got the right blade. Don't want that one. I love
You
that
don't
one.
cut it in half.
Yeah, I don't want to cut it in half. So this is our super trimmer. If you've never seen it before, it is an ideal little trimmer. It'll cut, it'll score. There we are. I'm just going to line that up. There we are. So that will give me a nice little score line. But you could do that with your scoring board. You could bend this over the edge of your guillotine, whatever you've got, just so you've got a fold in it. Right. I'm going to put my ribbon on first. I know, I feel like I'm teasing you because the last thing that's going on is my magnets. But I do feel like I'm teasing you at the moment.
You've got to stick to the end of the show to see the sticky bits of it.
I know.
And the magnets, yeah.
So my little layers here. So I've got a hugs. I've got your hugs and kisses, your XOXO. So these are all going to have little backing plates on them. And then I am going to pop some ribbon behind. Okay. Let's have a little look now. I need a bit of tape. And I know there's tape in here.
Everything's stashed in this room.
I know. Everything is in here. I want a thick tape if it's here. If it's not, I'll use the
See,
tape.
that caddy is so handy, isn't it?
It is. It is. I can't find the thick tape, so I'm going to use the thin.
While you're doing that, so Beth has asked where the short mirror pieces go. So on the sides here, so this is the sort of end piece of the box just here, and you've got that bit just on here. And then the longer ones go on these angled edges.
And underneath the...
Yeah, so there is one that runs underneath here, so you can just see it in the middle between these two end pieces, but the shorter ones just go under there. Hopefully that helps. And so Anne Taylor is just joining us as well. Hi there,
Hi,
Anne.
Anne.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Okay, so I'm going to take a little strip of ribbon. What I am going to do I am going to stick it onto the back. I don't know if I've cut enough of these circles, but if I haven't, it's not a problem, I will tell you. I thought I had, but again, I'm not sure.
You've got so you've got 2 backing plates in there.
I have, but I also need one for
that one you do.
The front. So I don't think I've got enough, but I'm not going to worry about it because I will tell you about it. So I've put my ribbon on the back. I'm going to pop.
You've made something with too many bits again, haven't you?
I have.
To remember all the parts you got to cut.
Yeah.
Too ambitious. Not too ambitious, just ambitious enough.
Just ambitious enough. I think we made this, what, two weeks ago?
Something like that. So again, I'm going to flip the ribbon because that's how it's going to be underneath. So on the other one, I am going to stick that in place and then a little bit
of tape
on the back just to hold my ribbon in place. Now what I would do, but like I say, I haven't cut enough, I would put another oval on the back of these so that your ribbon is encased then, so there's no chance of it being pulled out. It is all in the right place. There we go. So we'll have our hugs on there. Then we have the last one then, which says love. And what colour have I put behind this? Pink. So we're going to pop pink behind that. Now the reason I'm saving the spare one is because the magnet is going to go in here. And I want you to know where the magnet goes.
Apparently everyone is very excited for the magnet. So
is this the pièce de résistance, the magnet?
The finale.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me have a bit of a clear by here then. So this is going to stick on the front. Let me go that way. That's going to stick on the front. There we go. So make sure it's nice and even on the sides. My magnet then is going to stick on the back.
Yeah, so if I get a pair for you. It's right, you carry on with the tape.
I don't think I'm going to need tape, am I?
You've got the dots on them.
There we are.
So
I'll have a dot.
It's already got it on.
Excellent.
There's another one. Try not to pinch my fingers between these.
Oh, don't pinch your fingers. Do not pinch your fingers.
So yeah,
magnet in place. Okay, so this now is a little bit tricky. What I'm going to do, this is going to be a bit of a guess at this point. So I'm not going to peel the backing off yet. I'm just going to hold it on the inside of my box. So if you can see, there's my magnet. Oh, there we are. There's my magnet. So bring your lid down. And I'm going to glue the lid in place first.
You need your ribbon under there as well.
Oh yes, nearly forgot that.
So Teresa is asking if these are sticky magnets. So they actually have...
They come with a sticky sheet.
Yeah, there we go. There's a little sticky sheet, like so. Little round circles of double-sided adhesive that you can use to put them on. Very handy.
So I'm going to... Good job you remembered the ribbon.
That's why I'm here.
My carer for Shady. There we go. So I'm going to tuck the ribbon at a bit of a jaunty angle.
Love a jaunty angle.
We love a jaunt. That will go underneath. I have a feeling I have moved this and my magnet is off. But don't worry. We're alright. Actually, my magnet has stayed. I'm going to turn this around and show you now. My magnet is in the perfect place. Right, let's get that tape off. Look, my magnet has stayed on the front. Oh,
Oh, there we go. That way.
on the front of my box.
Oh, it's come off
This came off,
the label.
but that's fine because I'm not bothered about that. So underneath that now,
Other way around.
other way, that is going to go in place. That is going to go over there, and I'm going to glue this in place. So the ribbon is in place. To turn it that way. My magnet is there. So that is in place. Hang on now. I think I've touched it now.
Excuse me.
Oh dear.
I think I touched it.
You've touched the sticky, so now
I
it's not
have.
sticky anymore.
You know what it's like when you touch your sticky, it's not good. Is it going to hold now? Doesn't matter, I know where it's going, so I can take it off. I know exactly where my magnet is going to go. Then I take the other oval. This is why I didn't want to use this on the back of the others, because I want to keep that in place. So hold that for a second.
So you've sandwiched the magnet between the two
Yeah.
pieces. Yeah.
You've got no chance of it being knocked off by accident then. It's always going to be in the right place.
And it's hidden.
It's
It's
hidden.
hidden,
Yeah.
It's hidden. Right. The problem I've got is I've moved this now. So am I going to get it in the right place?
Do you want to put some tape on the other side of it so you know where it needs to go?
I could do it.
Because which way round is the sticky, on the right side or the wrong side of that
The
one?
sticky's on the right side.
It is it perfect? That
So
helps.
I am going to pop it there, but I'm not going to press it because this is going to put it in the right place for me. I'm hoping. Is it going to move it? No. Move it down a bit. That's
There
it.
we
There's that click.
You hear that click? That is so satisfying. So my magnet is on the inside, in the right place. I'm going to glue this panel, which is the panel I shouldn't have glued in the beginning.
Fiona is asking a question that Karen didn't stop talking about when we revealed this box. Would After Eights fit nicely in it?
No.
We kept saying that we need to buy a box of After Eights just to test this. You probably wouldn't get a whole box in, but if you ate the extras, I'm sure you could put some in. And I'm fine with eating the extras.
I was going to
personally.
We
say,
don't mind that, do we?
I somehow only managed to be able to fit 2 windows.
Okay, so listen for that click. Oh, I didn't make it!
Aww. There
There
it
we
is.
are. It's a bit duller now because obviously you've got all the layers of card in between, but that is still holding. Obviously you put your second oval on the back of your ribbon to encase those, and that is your little box.
There we go.
Hey! Well
So
done.
hopefully you've enjoyed.
Do you want to show it on there?
There we go. Pop it in there. So
There
at
we
this
go.
point, if you wanted to add your glitter drops, this is when you
This
would go
is where
in.
you would add them.
Yeah.
This is where you'd add your drops. Or at the very beginning.
Yes.
So you'd make your panels first, put your drops on, pop them to one side. Or you just turn your box each time. So I hope you've enjoyed.
Lots of people talking about eating After Eights now. So I have to take the tops off all of them. Just have a little nibble along one edge.
Well, you could do, couldn't
You
you?
could. Do you nibble an After Eight or do you just all in one?
Oh, it's got to be all in one.
I'm
I gotta say this.
for a
I
time
gotta say
stack
it.
them up.
I bought my husband an After Eight egg for Easter,
All right.
Oh.
but I put it in the car.
Was it a bit melty?
It was a bit of a warm day when I bought it and left it in, forgot about it. And then
It's not like you are.
Easter morning then, I said, oh, I haven't brought his egg in from the car. So I went to get it.
Left paddles a bit on the street on the way in.
He opened it and he'd been on his side, obviously, so he wasn't standing upright. All the cream had all moved to the top of the pot. So it was just a mangle of after eats.
lovely
But I
stuff.
bet it still tasted absolutely
Oh,
delicious.
Tasted exactly the same.
Don't matter if it tastes
No,
good, does it?
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, exactly. To coin a phrase. We hope-
Absolutely.
Oh, brilliant.
What can I say? You know,
I need some
he's still
after
at
now.
it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that is our gorgeous little project, and I hope that those of you that have been crafting along with us have been able to keep up and have now got a beautiful little gift box to
Absolutely.
gift to someone. And if you are watching us back on replay, make sure you pause whenever you need to.
It is a lot to take in, and I'm so sorry. But I hope you've enjoyed.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much for joining us. If you don't have this kit already, don't forget that it is available now, but only until the 15th.
Yeah.
That will be the last orders for this kit.
And if there's any left, then they will go into the vault for the
Probably.
next time.
But there may not be any left. We can't always guarantee that. So if you
Don't
want
know.
it, grab it now while you still can. Don't forget, if you have made this, if you've been crafting along with us, pop your makes either on the Facebook group or on Instagram or wherever you like to share your makes. Tag us and we will come and have a look.
Hashtag tonic.
Hashtag show tonic.
There
That's
we
the
are.
one. Yes, make sure you use that. We'll find your makes. But yes, thank you everyone for joining us. I've had a lot of fun this evening, as always, when we are down here. There's just chaos, but you know, the fun kind of
Well,
chaos.
that's the way it goes, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That is the way it goes. You've got to have a bit of fun.
Manga. I will enjoy my holiday. That's it. I'm clocked off. I'm done.
She's on that plane.
I will see you in a week or so looking exactly like I do. I don't tan, unfortunately.
Your hair will be a little bit lighter, I
Yeah, probably
reckon.
my hair will be lighter and that'll be the only real difference. But thank you very much for joining us, everyone. We hope to see you again very soon. Happy crafting.
Bye.